Hi, this is Melissa with A Creative Journey with Melissa, and today I'm going to show you how to get set up to put together a cork wreath. Now, I have a friend of mine and I wanted to create this for her. I knew she'd totally appreciate it, so that is what I'm doing. I've seen a few different kinds, I've seen a few different ways. I thought, you know what, I'm going to do a video of it because maybe you haven't thought of this, maybe you have thought of this, maybe you have some pointers for me, maybe you'd like to share some wealth of knowledge to people out there. So I just like to share this, and I thought it'd be kind of neat to do it on video. So show you how I'm going to set it up. And the biggest thing is you're going to need corks. And thank God for one of my BFFs ever in California, Robin, for giving me a bunch of corks. I asked her if she had some corks. She says, oh boy, do I. So she was generous enough to give me some, and boy did she. At any rate, so I'm really excited to do this project, and we're going to get started. So what you're going to need for sure, if you didn't see my video last week, I have to tell you about this product, but I'll put a link in so you can actually see more about it. It is about the hot glue gun helpers. These are your cute little finger caps, and basically, just so you know, there's one that's bigger for your thumb and one that's smaller for your fingers, okay? So this one fits great on your thumb. You just pop that and slide that right on, and then your finger, pop that right in, and you're set. This will protect you from losing your fingerprints. Yes, like the hot stuff. And I'm trying to remember which, I think it was this one. It actually is healed since. Oh, but it still has a little bit. I burnt myself last week trying to show the point of you can burn yourself. And see, I really must love the people that watch my videos because I did it for you guys, right? Anyway, or I'm crazy. We won't talk about that. Anyway, so we have the hot glue gun helpers, and if you get the set, these are created by my friends Kathy and Steve. They are innovative as far as the craft industry. You've probably have seen their Mod Podge videos and all kinds of great stuff that they do, and I just love them. They're from, if you've seen Creative Juice on TV, those are the awesome people I'm talking about. So be sure to check out their products. I'll give you a link to the blog post from last week so you can check out. I get a little bit more in depth as far as all of the tools and stuff that come with it. So with that said, I am using your hot glue gun helpers, which are these cuties. I have right here the pointed paddle, and this really is great to spread some of the hot glue. I have these right here, which is a crafter's dream, and we would call these the non-stick tweezers. Woohoo! So we also have some glue sticks, we have our straw wreath, and we have some wire. The wire here is really like decorative wire. I had some silver, and I don't plan on having it show through too much, so this is why I am using this. You can use anything. If you want to use like colored wire, there's tons of wire on the market. I don't remember what gauge this is. I want to say it's 24, but I could be wrong. So it might be 22. I'm not sure, sadly. But I had this in my stash, so I wanted to use it in silver. Actually, I thought would be best, just to have it so that it's strong, etc., etc. So I'm going to show you what I do to prepare it, and then we're going to show you what you need to do to get set up to do this awesome wine wreath, and then I will be doing another video on how to do the actual wine wreath. Okay, so let's get started. I'm actually going to take these off because right now all I need is this and the wire. So we're going to put everything else aside. And if I didn't say this already, you of course need your hot glue gun and your glue sticks. Okay, so I got this at Michael's. We call that the M store. I don't remember exactly how much it was. I believe it was, I want to say somewhere between like 5 and 7-ish, but I'm not positive, okay? So you'll get it like this, and it'll be wrapped, okay, as you can see, plastic wrapped. Now it's important that you, when you unwrap it, that you don't unwrap everything and don't unwrap completely the straw, and I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. So we're just going to pull this little tag off, okay? And I'm sure it's going to make a mess, but that's okay. We don't mind, because I figured I'm playing with hot glue. It's going to be a mess anyway. So we're going to pull this off, and I would suggest you do it relatively gently. And I do not recommend you using scissors, because there are parts in here that you really need to keep. Here, let me show you. Do you see this right here where the string is right here? You don't want to cut that apart because the whole thing will fall apart and that would be awful. So you don't want to do that, okay? So that's why I'm using my fingers and not scissors. And I don't recommend using scissors unless, like, for example, if I want to use scissors right here instead of pulling, I could do that. So I'm just going to do this real quick here. And to here. And just, I'm using my nails to kind of poke through and kind of pull it apart, trying not to get any of the straw really in my way. I am going to use some scissors right here to cut this rather than wait forever for me to pull it apart. So then we're just going to pull more of this plastic away. It's pretty much a thin plastic, but when you get, you know, just like saran wrap, if you get a bunch of layers together or you kind of roll it together, it gets a little bit harder to pull apart. So we're just pulling this apart. We are almost done. I also suggest that you have a work surface that is helpful with hot glue. You don't want to have it on an area that would cause damage to it. For example, this is wood. This desk right here is wood, but it does have a coating, so it probably would be protected, but I certainly don't want to take a chance, and there's no need because I have the mat that comes along with this. I think it's fantastic. I actually have 2 sets, just so you know. In case I go wild and really want to go crazy with my hot glue gun, I can have enough for both hands. So we're going to pull this, and we are done. So I'm just going to lift this up a little bit, pull off the plastic carefully because I don't want to break or hurt anything. And then we'll put this back down. Okay, and then I'm going to wipe this off as best as I can. It's going to be a mess again, so I'm not really concerned. I'm just trying to get a little bit of it out of the way. So we'll just do that and put this back down. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to look around and kind of see where I like this cute little wreath and make sure that it's looks put together enough. I don't think I need to pull any of this or do anything. And truthfully, a lot of these little pieces that are sticking out like this, you could pull them or cut them or trim them. Another thing too is you will be putting, this one I'm actually going to cut because it was sticking out a little bit too much. You can trim them or do whatever, you know, to make it look nice, but you're going to be putting on corks, so you really don't need to do that. It's not a necessity, okay? If you just want to make sure that there's not anything hanging out or really looks excessive, that would be what I would suggest. So this looks pretty good. Now there's a good side, or I'm sorry, the front side, and there's the back side. The back side is basically flat, and you'll see it actually looks like real hay. It doesn't look really fancy. It doesn't look like something that you would necessarily think was artistic. It's not shiny, it's not prettier, so it's a little bit more dull. Okay, and then you have the other side, which is a little bit fancier, shinier, and that's really the side that we're going to be decorating, okay? Because you want to put the flat side, which we will not be putting corks on, okay? You want to put the flat side against the wall so that it lays and rests nicely when you're hanging this up, okay? So you're going to put the corks on this side, okay? So with that, we want to make sure that we put some wire in it. Now, in order to put some wire in it, you're going to have to poke it through, and I would also suggest that you don't poke it too far through, and also you don't want to put it too close up to the top, otherwise it'll show. So you can use hooks and things like that back here to make it go through. What I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of put it right in the middle, and I'm going to make sure on my front side that it's where I want to put it. I think this is a good place. I think I'm going to put it right here. So then I'm going to turn it over and put my finger right here, and that's where I want to put it. So I'm going to take this right here, just this one side. I rolled it up because there's a lot of wire here. The reason why I put so much wire is because you may want to have a really long hanger or a short hanger. And I wanted to leave it up to the person I'm giving this to, so we can always adjust that, no problem, okay? So we're just going to take this wire, and I'm just going to poke it right here through, like such, or like so. And then we're going to push it and push it, and then see how that just comes right through? I'll show you here. Let me move it up a little bit. There we go. So you see how this is right here through? Okay. So that's all I'm going to do. I'm not going to do anything fancy. I don't want to put a bow or do anything hard or anything that's going to cause an issue as far as the cork goes. So I'm just going to put it here. I also am putting it up right here, so it's not going to bother any of the area that we're going to be putting cork on, okay? So I'm just going to cross this up right here and just twist it. And we'll just set this part aside when we're creating with the corks, okay? So this is what you got to do just to get it ready and set to go. And I'm really glad that you came and checked us out today. Make sure you check out our next video. We'll show you exactly how you would want to put on your wine corks and go to town and make a really cool creation. Thank you so much for joining us, and we really appreciate it if you check out our blog and also, of course, subscribe to our YouTube channel and check out our website at www.acreativejourneywithmelissa.com, or you can also check out www.acjwm.com. Thank you so much for thank you so much for joining us. I'm trying to combine all this, right? Thank you so much for joining us, and I hope you have a great day, and thank you for going on a creative journey with Melissa. Have a good one. Bye-bye.